Welcome to my channel. Today, I'll be guiding everyone on how to position the movable bridges and tune the Guzheng. This is the Guzheng set with accessories that came with my purchase. You can see two wooden stands, one taller and one shorter. As shown in this video, the taller stand goes at the dragon head of the Guzheng, while the shorter one is placed at the bottom called Phoenix Tail. Setting it up like this is correct. The dragon head of the Guzheng will be slightly elevated, sloping down toward the bottom, just like you see here in the video. Before placing the movable bridges, I'll stick the note position sticker at the dragon head of the Guzheng. This note guide is extremely helpful for beginners who haven't yet memorized all 21 notes. With the sticker positioned like this, you can glance over while playing to check the notes, making learning easier. The sticker is included with full-size, 163cm Guzheng purchases. Next, I'll show you how to place the movable bridges on the Guzheng. For the Chinese Guzheng, they're called movable bridges. These are roughly triangular or pyramidal supports that lift the strings off the soundboard, also known as ma. The Chinese Guzheng has 21 wooden movable bridges, numbered from 1 to 21. I'll arrange them on the instrument in order for easy access. When you purchase a Guzheng, you'll receive a brown positioning guide sticker for the movable bridges. If you happen to lose it, you can use the tuning wrench to measure the distance from the straight fixed bridge to the position of the first movable bridge, the general term for the ridges of material at the tail and head of the instrument that act as end points for the strings. Another name is fixed bridges, or yushan. The distance from the first movable bridge to the yushan is 15 centimeters. Correctly placing the first movable bridge is essential. If it's positioned too far from the yushan, the string may break easily, affecting the placement of the subsequent movable bridges. I'll use tape to secure both ends of the movable bridge placement guide on the instrument, making it easier to position the movable bridges accurately later on. All right. Now that the movable bridge placement guide is securely fixed to the surface of the instrument, I'll start placing the movable bridges along it. Following the correct order, I will gradually place all 21 wooden movable bridges in their designated positions as indicated on the guide paper. After arranging the movable bridges, I will remove this movable bridge placement guide and store it away. That way, if I need to use it again in the future, I can easily take it out. After placing all the movable bridges, I will adjust them so that they are parallel to each other and aligned in a straight line with the previous one. This is how I've finished placing the movable bridges. How to tune the Guzheng. The first step in tuning the Guzheng is to memorize this note chart. You can write it down or take a picture for easy reference. Remember, the thickest string is string number 21, and the thinnest string is string number 1. The order is as follows, from left to right. Tuning, musical note, sheet symbol, and string number. Let me introduce you to two types of tuners for the Guzheng. The black one is the one that comes included with the instrument. The yellow one, the MT80B, is an additional purchase option if you want a more convenient tuning experience. First, I'll use the tuner that comes with the Guzheng. You need to open the device, insert the batteries, and turn it on. If you're not going to use it later, make sure to remove the batteries so that it doesn't run out of power quickly. I will attach the tuner to the dragon head of the Guzheng like this. Next, I will attach the MT80B tuner that I purchased separately for you to see. The advantage of this tuner is that it displays the notes and strings very clearly and is more sensitive than the one that came with the Guzheng. As before, I will install the batteries. This tuner requires 2. After that, I will connect the cable and attach the tuner to the dragon head of the Guzheng, just like the previous one. Speaking of tuning the Guzheng, I want to introduce a really useful product for those of us who are a bit lazy, like me. This set of finger picks includes 8 picks, and I've been using them for several years now. These silicone finger picks simply slide onto your fingers and fit like rings, making them easy to put on and take off. Since I don't like cutting tape for regular picks, I tend to use these instead. Next, I will tune string 1. When I pluck it, the tuner shows that this string is at note E, which is the same note as string 5. Therefore, we need to adjust string 1 to note D, also known as Re. Now, I will attach the tuner to string 1 and gently turn it forward. Please note that if this is your first time tuning the instrument, be sure to turn it slowly, as the Guzheng strings are very prone to breaking, especially from strings 1 to 5. Make sure to adjust slowly. Additionally, since this is a new instrument, the strings haven't fully stretched yet, so you can tune them slightly loose. After using it for 1 to 2 weeks, the strings will stabilize, and at that point, you can retune them for the best sound. Look at this. The MT80B tuner is now showing that string 4 corresponds to note F, while the tuner that came with the instrument is still indicating note E. This clearly shows that the MT80B is more accurate and sensitive, right? Now, the tuner that came with the instrument has jumped to F hash. We're adjusting it little by little. And now it's at tune F. Now the string is almost at the correct note B. It's just a little more to go until we've reached the note D that we need to adjust. So remember to turn the tuning peg very gently forward. If you apply too much force while tuning at this point, it's easy to break the string. Now string 1 is at the correct note D, but it still doesn't have enough volume. You can see that the tuner is still showing red. I will turn it up a bit more until the tuner shows green. Now it's good like this. You can see that both tuners are showing D and green, which means it's tuned correctly. Just like with string 1, I'll now adjust string 2. According to the chart I shared earlier, string 2 should be tuned to note B. When I pluck string 2, I can see it's currently at note D. I just need to turn the tuner a bit more to reach the correct note. When tuning the strings, be sure to check carefully and turn the correct tuner for each string. Many people accidentally turn the tuner for string 9 when they actually intend to adjust string 8, which can lead to breaking the string. This is a common mistake, so be mindful. Additionally, if a string keeps breaking while tuning, try moving its movable bridge slightly toward the head of the instrument. This can help reduce tension on the string and minimize the chances of it breaking. I've adjusted string 2 to be close to note B, but the tuner hasn't turned green yet, so I need to raise it a bit more. Here, just like this, the tuner has turned green, confirming that string number 2 is now perfectly tuned to note B. Just like the first 2 strings, you can continue tuning the remaining strings in the same way. And that wraps up this tutorial. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to follow the channel and leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's keep learning and growing together.